Hey guys, welcome to the first official video on my channel. In today's video, I want to cover a topic that's probably the most useful in the current situation with COVID-19, how to be more productive. I'm going to share with you today 10 things I follow on a regular basis to stay productive. So tip number one would 100% be to have a to-do list. I think that this is one of the most crucial aspects of being productive. A to-do list is an excellent way to make sure that you don't forget to do anything, and more importantly, it lets you keep track of what you've done and what you have yet to do. Another benefit of a to-do list is that it kind of keeps you motivated. That's because whenever you complete an item on the to-do list, you can cross it off, and that crossing off, at least for me, gives me a sense of satisfaction. The next tip is to have a schedule. A schedule is basically a modified version of this. All you have to do is take the items on the to-do list and put times next to them. This is a great way of planning out your day, your week, or even your month. And the biggest benefit of having a schedule is that it creates a sort of discipline in your life, at least if you follow it strictly. Once you get into the hang of using a schedule, you'll start to make yourself efficient with your time. That's because you'll only spend the amount of time allotted for each task. Moreover, you'll learn how to spend the correct amount of time on each task. Not too much, not too little. This third tip is something I do very often. It's to change your work location. Sitting in the same place every single day is very boring, at least for me. Changing my study location helps me to not be bored, and more importantly, it helps me choose a location that I feel would best fit me for that day. The fourth tip is to be comfortable. It's important to make sure that you're comfortable in whatever location you choose to sit. Now, being comfortable doesn't mean get cozy, but it does mean that you want to be working in your location and not worrying about how uncomfortable you are. So to stay productive, you need to be comfortable. This fifth tip is one of my favorites, but if you're gonna use it, please be careful with it. So the tip is to listen to music. However, you want to be careful with what type of music you choose to listen to. If it's music that's extremely upbeat, you're probably not going to be able to focus. But if it's quiet, calm music, it's going to help you better focus on your work. The next tip is start with a subject that you don't enjoy the most. For example, let's say on a particular day you have math and English homework, and math is one of those subjects that you don't necessarily enjoy the most. So on that day, I would suggest that you start with math first. Why? That doesn't seem to make any sense, right? Well, that's because whenever you start studying, you have the most energy at that time. So when you spend it on a subject that you don't necessarily like, you're essentially taking out the subject that's going to make you procrastinate the most. And on top of that, you're making sure that you spend your energy on a subject that you don't like so that you improve in that subject and hopefully you start to like it. The seventh tip is to not multitask. It's been proven on various occasions that multitasking does not work. While it seems as though it can cause you to spend less time on your work, it actually causes you to spend more time. The eighth tip is a very obvious one. Avoid distractions. In other words, take your phone, lock it in the other room, and give the key to your mom until you finish doing all of your homework. It's very obvious that social media can be very distracting, especially in this time when we're all stuck in our houses and not able to go out anywhere. So turn your phone off, at least for the time that you're studying. The constant buzzing of phones makes you lose your focus over and over again, and it also, much like multitasking, causes you to spend more and more time on a given task. The next tip is to definitely take breaks. It's important to get up every once in a while because even if you're super focused, the quality of your work starts to decrease over time. So I recommend anyone and everyone to take a break once in a while to get refreshed. Now, these breaks are something you can include in your schedule also to make your day more structured. The last and final tip is to have food and water. Now, everyone knows it's super important to stay hydrated, and food is just a bonus. Having food and water with you is also another way to stay refreshed, especially during those breaks if you don't have anything to do. So these are the tips I followed to make sure I'm productive with my day. If you found this video useful, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Also make sure to hit the notification bell to stay updated on whenever I post my next video. Thanks for watching!